Imagine this is your backyard.
This was really one of the first residential properties that he designed and one of the best preserved.
On Wenham Lake in Beverly is Moraine Farms, sun-dappled and resplendent with flowers. Hard to believe this was all carefully planned by Frederick Law Olmsted, says Lucinda Brockway.
That's always the moment that I know that I'm in an Olmsted landscape because it's so beautifully curated and so carefully articulated.
Brockway is a landscape designer and historian with the Trustees, a nonprofit conservation organization. In early 2022, the Trustees purchased much of Moraine Farm, which is partly owned by a private school.
You can walk almost all of this 175 acres and not even know that there's a house and a lawn and a small garden here.
In 1880, Olmsted began the project for businessman John C. Phillips and his family. Moraine Farm set the standard for designing an Olmstedian estate.
The firm did design work for about 800 properties in Massachusetts. Of those, there's about 150 to 200 that they can credit to Frederick Law Olmsted Sr. The rest are credited to his sons and the firms that followed along behind him.
So this little slice of paradise is atypical of Olmsted, correct?
That's exactly right. He was not a fan of lots of flower gardens, but he did design this garden because Mrs. Phillips wanted to have a cutting garden. So all the clients back in 1880 wanted to have fresh flowers that they could bring in and put on the tables.
Olmsted did include what had become his trademarks: thickets, meandering paths, and sloped meadows.
There were no trees around. This was a barren hillside, and Olmsted complained about the quality of the soil because it had been so deteriorated by so much farming for so long.
Olmsted's vision for Moraine Farm is fully realized today after nearly a century and a half of growth. The property will be open to the public after Brockway and her team at the Trustees prepare it for access.
There's moments that are very contemplative. There's moments that you want to hurry to walk through. There's the garden, which is hidden completely from view here. That's a very different experience. And you can never see all of them in a single place. So these are landscapes that you have to wander and you have to experience for yourself in order to really appreciate them.
You're going to see how many different shades of green there actually can be in a space.
As well as a virtual rainbow blooming full force at the Arnold Arboretum in Jamaica Plain, another Olmsted design.
Something magical happens when you walk through the Arnold Arboretum. Allow those pathways to guide you. Listen, listen.
Since opening in 1872, the Arboretum has been free and open to the public every day from dawn to dusk.
It's a beautiful day. What better place to be, in New England right now?
Each year, 2 to 3 million visitors stroll these 280 acres, which are part of Boston's Emerald Necklace.
I grew up on a farm, was always out playing in the woods, climbing trees, and I know I wouldn't be here now if I didn't have that experience. You can see that it was the 498th plant of 1981.
Michael Dosman is a horticulturalist with a fancy title. He's the Arboretum's keeper of the living collections.
We're a specialized botanical garden that works on woody plants. We have roughly 16,000 trees, shrubs, and woody vines from throughout the temperate world, North America, Europe, Asia.
A unique partnership between the City of Boston and Harvard University allows the Arboretum to function as a city park and a research institution.
Scholars from around the world, sometimes they're doing a little bit of plant genomics. Other times there might be horticulturists who are interested in studying our trees to see how they respond to drought or cold. We'll also collect seeds, bring them back here to cultivate and grow.
Dosman says there's a lot to learn from this fresh air laboratory.
A tree canopy is essential. It's essential for cooling our cities. It's essential for mitigating storm water that occurs. And it's also really important for the psychosocial benefits. People need plants. We should also do everything we can to create new parks, to create more corridors of street trees, to become a more vibrant urban green space.
And the Arboretum celebrating its own anniversary this year, 150 years. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations. And back to the Trustees Moraine Farm. A fun fact for you. Olmsted actually was a mentor to Charles Elliott. He was a landscape architect who actually founded the Trustees in 1891. And of course, they recently took over the property Moraine Farm, which is still not open to the public.